did the bromance with Kevin start?
How did the bromance start? Oh, that's like, you know, it was love at first sight. That's how it started. No, Kevin, you know, Kevin and I, very similar people, you know, very, very similar. He's, you know, he's a guiding light. And yeah, I'm just drawn, you know, I think we were just both, I don't know, thrown together in this crazy environment. And we're like, actually, we're really similar people. This is really cool. We should hang out more. And then we did.
You were talking before about how you looked at some fan art. Is it weird watching your face in someone's drawings?
Yeah, it is weird. It's really weird. It's an odd thing. There was one piece of fan art particularly that somebody had drawn, which was Jace and Clary, and close to actually no, they were in an embrace. And Jace is wearing the shirt and Clary's wearing her usual attire, but it was such a beautiful image. I love the image, and it sort of, you know, it really inspired the romance side of things. That all it has to be is one image.
And after you got cast, did you check some of the websites to see what they were saying about you?
Yeah, I did, and I think that was a really silly mistake in hindsight. It's not something that I'd ever done before, and it's not something that I don't think I'll ever do again. You know, the reaction was negative, I think, you know, not across the board, but there was a lot of very vocal people about, you know, the fact that they didn't necessarily want me in it. But all those comments were based on image, you know, and yeah, okay, sure, at the time I might not have looked like the character, but half the people out there don't know half the things that I did to get to where I am now, to be Jace for those people. So, and they don't have to know because it's my job. But I wanted to prove to myself and prove to those people that I could do it.
Well, don't worry, they'll like you now.
Thank you. I'm not. I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm not concerned.
No, you're the perfect case.
Thank you, sweetie.
Now, in the movie and in the books, Magnus has the ability of blocking certain memories.
Yes.
Is there a memory you wish someone would block for you?
No, not at all. Because if I had any of my memories blocked, I wouldn't be the person I am. I mean, I have scary memories. One of my earliest childhood memories is my father jumping over the couch, and I was asleep. I must have been 6 or 5, and there was a soccer game on, and he jumped over the couch, and I remember sitting bolt upright and being so terrified of this full-grown man jumping over me. But I would never want to block anything. No.
Okay. Now, is there a power you wish you could keep from your character?
A power. Oh dear, the power to throw out sarcastic one-liners at a moment's notice would be great. I think, I don't know, someone asked me if I could draw a rune or if I had the ability to make up a rune, what would it be? And I said, I'd like the rune that would let me be in 3 places at once so that I could just do things quicker. I could get things done, you know. Lily has a good one. She said she wanted the travel rune. But I like traveling, so that's fine.
In what ways are you similar to Jace?
I think we're all similar to him in a way that he uses comedy and he uses wit and sarcasm to hide his vulnerability. I think we all do that in our own way. I know I certainly do, not necessarily comedy, but sometimes I think that showing my vulnerability is a weakness, when in fact it's not a weakness, it's a strength. Because anyone who respects you enough and anyone who loves you for who you are will never take advantage of that vulnerability. In ways that I'm different to Jace, I'm not half an angel, that's for sure.
Well, ask your fans, because I think they think that.
Well, bless them.
Now, they did ask me to ask you, what is your favorite kind of cookie?
What's my favorite kind of cookie? Oh my gosh. You know, white chocolate cookies are really good, but they have to be gooey and warm and they almost they don't snap, they just bend, you know. Tell you who really does make really good cookies is Lily Collins. She's a good cookie maker. She's a good baker.
Huh. Good to know.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a favorite rune from the ones in the book?
Do I have a favorite rune? I mean, design-wise, I was a massive fan of the wedded rune. It's just beautifully designed. I think that sight is obviously very important. I think that that's one of the best runes, not design-wise, but one of the best runes out there. I'd say the wedded rune is probably my favorite designed one. Yeah.
Okay, now if you had to choose between being a fairy, a werewolf, or a vampire, which one would you choose?
I would choose to be a fairy.
Why?
Big time. I love fairies. I'm fascinated by fairies. I'd like to be a nixie. Do you know what a nixie is? Yeah, nixie's half water nymph, half fairy. They're just cute. I like them.
Okay. Well, good. Now, what is the craziest fan encounter you've ever had?
Ever. I was once sent a wheel of cheese with leather bondage collar and nipple clamps, and it had a note that was very sexually explicit. That was pretty crazy. Also, somebody fainted in front of me when we were on mall tour. That was pretty crazy too. I've had lots. There's lots of crazy people out there, but I'm one of them, so it's fine.
Wow. Okay, well, thank you so much. I think we're out of time.
Thank you so much. That was